Hey everybody, welcome to
Sockeytome.
Hey everybody, it's Detto. We're back. Casey and I are here tonight. Saturday night. We have 22 minutes left in the cycle, so we're just gonna shoot the shit for a little bit. Join us, won't you? And call in. Like and subscribe. Sockeytome.com. Alright guys, talk to you in a bit. Be good.
Sockeytome.
Hey everybody, it's Detto. I'm back with a short little snippet of a episode because we have 22 minutes left in the whole thing. And why let them go when we're having so much using them? I'm here with Casey.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, and we're just going to fart around right now and talk about some stupid stuff and just kind of wonder why people are the way they are.
Yeah, I don't understand people.
I don't either. I was reading the news today, and they reclassified ghosting. Did you know that?
Who classifies that in general, to be fair? I
Well,
don't understand that.
to be honest, idiots.
So what do you mean by reclassifying it? What did they do?
It's now called avoidant discard.
So they changed it to a really silly name?
Not only did they change it to another silly name, stupid name, they created another category, and they made the victims of ghosting realize that it's not their fault. It's the other person's fault. So now it's just finger pointing.
Okay, I didn't realize any of this required classification of any sort. I'm confused
It
as
does
to who
require-
does this.
It requires classification.
But who does this classification?
Intellectually deficient people. Emotionally incapable people.
Okay,
Basically handicapped people.
so it's handicapped people. Okay.
It's the
okay.
people that got the participation awards.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yep.
I don't like those.
Few do.
I just don't understand. Is there a definition in like the dictionary of ghosting that they've now changed to a different name? I don't.
It's ghosting.
Right.
It's what you would imagine ghosting is.
right.
But now, it's not the person who receives its fault. And by the way, is it receives its fault? Or is it receives it fault?
I don't
I don't either.
know.
As I was
I'm
writing, I was like, this
prepared.
doesn't seem right.
No,
Anyway.
I'm not sure I'm prepared for that level of.
It's the person who does its fault. They have emotional baggage and trauma that they have yet to deal with, and they can't get close to you. Where it's like, that's what it was before.
Or aren't these kind of situational things as well?
These
Or-
are people that can't see the forest from the trees.
okay.
They're dating now, and they're procreating.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said, listen to this one. Listen to what you need to do to beat this is to know yourself and not trust the internet.
Not trust the internet. Isn't that where these things are coming from? Is the internet?
Absolutely. Everything on the internet is geared toward you type in one thing. I typed in female narcissists
Right.
when I was researching stuff.
Uh-huh.
That shit hasn't stopped.
Exactly. So you kind of get everything that you see is geared towards what you want to think and believe.
And they tell you what they want. They think you want to know. And then all of a sudden, guess what?
What?
You fucking believe it.
Yeah.
You have narcissism. I've read so much about it. I'm an expert.
Yeah, I'm
No.
definitely not. But
No, you're not.
I always wonder who they are. It's so strange.
It
to
doesn't
me.
matter who they are because they is anybody that wants to put something up on the internet.
And most people, you would think, should know by now to not believe everything you see on the internet.
But you keep getting
That's me.
bombarded with it.
Yeah, but you have to have some sort of common sense to say, hey, this doesn't make sense.
The claim is necessary to get into relationships with a blend of openness and guardedness. If that's not the most vague statement I've ever heard in my fucking life,
I was like, I don't really not even respond to that.
what this
It's not
article
wrong, but what?
what this article said to me is that what they've taken from you is your greatest asset, and that's common sense. That's what they've stolen from you.
Pretty
common
much.
sense.
I don't think anybody uses common sense. Not everybody. I shouldn't say that. People do, but a lot of people do not.
Most people do not.
Exactly.
It's like, are you that dumb? What are you doing?
I think some people are. If you have to read an article to tell you how to do things in your life, that's number one. You're not using common sense
How many times do I call somebody an idiot?
all the time.
How many times do I call myself an idiot?
All the time.
There you go. Call it like it is.
It's true.
If you're an idiot, you deserve to be called one.
Yeah,
And if you're going to call people idiots, you better call yourself an idiot.
I agree.
Otherwise, you're just a jerk.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I read that. And it's just one more, I don't know, label to put on people or to make some sort of person feel better that it wasn't their fault so they don't cry. It's like, grow the fuck up. You got dumped. Big fucking deal.
I'm not a fan of the ghosting thing, but to rename it something stupid, it's just that's dumb.
Read that book. She's just not that into you.
Oh, I said book.
Men
Okay.
and women. It tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
And it's like 22 pages long. It's
I
like
didn't realize it was a book. I saw a movie. Isn't there a movie that?
It was a book. It was a huge seller too.
Okay.
And it's like, it tells you everything you need to know about dating in 22 pages.
Okay.
And the fact that you have to read those 22 pages
Well,
makes you an idiot.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. And I'm starting to believe that all those idiots live in LA.
All of them live in LA.
Yeah.
A lot of them do.
Yep.
A lot of people live in LA.
You know, everybody complains about LA and how bad it is.
right.
Yet they continue to live there. Either shut up or move.
Uh-huh.
And now they're all over the news, which I believe is a cover for something. I'm not sure what yet.
Yeah. The
But-
LA fires thing is just so weird.
I don't care how all those celebrities lost their house. I have everyday struggles. I'm sorry
Everybody
a fire
does.
burned down your house.
Right.
It's not cool. I'm not trying to say, oh, that's not a bad thing. It is. But I don't need to see it on the news all the time. It doesn't make me feel any worse because it was a celebrity.
Exactly.
This certain celebrity's misplaced now or displaced now because the fire hit their house. What about everyone else that's not a celebrity? Quit
True.
showing
I
me
was gonna
these
say,
celebrities.
there's lots of people that are not celebrities that have also lost their houses.
I don't hear about that stuff.
I just don't really understand what's wrong with California in general. Because
It needs to fall in the ocean.
why is there constantly, every year there's wildfires? So they say they're wildfires. But why are they spread out throughout the state every year? Like, aren't they normally in a different section of the state? What causes them to be in LA this year?
How many houses did he have? Because all they're doing right now is cleaning up his mess.
It seems like it. And don't other states have this issue too? You would think it wouldn't just be California. What's wrong with
No,
that? I don't get it.
There's a warning in Connecticut now about a fire warning.
There is, but how many actual fires have popped up?
Fucking zero.
I think in the beginning there was one or two, but there's nothing like this.
There's one or two fires a day anyway.
Exactly.
That's not
So,
news.
Nothing like the state of California that practically burns to the ground parts of it every year.
It's about time you just get on the eastern border of California, all the firefighters in the entire country with their hoses and trucks, and let it burn. Let it burn.
They said there was no water in the fire hydrants. There were so many issues. I don't know. It's just odd. I feel very bad. Listen, all the people that have lost their homes, famous, not famous, whatever they are, that's terrible. Nobody deserves that necessarily. So it's very sad, but it's just weird. It doesn't make sense. There's something up.
There is something up because it doesn't happen that often. Not naturally.
It would be every state if that were the case. Why is it only California that this happens in?
And even Northern California is more like Connecticut than anything else. It doesn't happen in Connecticut.
Yeah. So something's off. And why is there no water? Aren't they near the ocean?
They're right on the ocean.
Like, aren't they
Pump it
right
out of the
there?
ocean.
You just use the ocean and put out the fire. I just don't get it.
They're covering up something.
So
Or they're at least taking your eyes off of something.
and there's something about insurance, and I don't know if it's real. Maybe not. I have not looked into it enough to know, but there's rumors that a few months ago, all the fire insurance on a lot of these homes got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
It seems a little shady, but
No, the whole thing's very shady.
I
And what happened to
just
the
don't get it.
CEO?
What CEO?
That guy that got shot in New York. What was his name?
Ugh,
Exactly.
I don't remember.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What was the guy's name that shot him?
Ooh, I don't remember that either right now.
But
I
you know
should.
about, you know,
Luigi? Was it Luigi?
but you know who lost their house in the fire?
Well, that's this week, and I only know some. I don't know
That
enough.
wasn't the guy. That was light bulb. Don't forget about the two vans rented from the same app that caused all that destruction in Las Vegas and New Orleans. Luigi
Luigi was arrested for it.
Luigi was not the guy.
I know. You say that it's not the person.
I said that when it started.
You did.
I was like, there's no way a guy that smart goes into a McDonald's with all of the evidence they said he had.
Every piece of evidence.
First of all, as soon as you're done, you drop it in New Jersey and you go to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, if you can get away from the scene for days.
I didn't go to Harvard, and I know that.
It just seems odd. But yeah, I agree. It's a little weird. And yes, now nobody's talking about that.
I can't even remember the guy's name.
I don't remember.
It was such an uproar for a week or two.
It was.
And then all of a sudden, fires start.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
And who's out there with a flamethrower keeping them going? 'Cause It seems like the firefighters are shooting out fire.
It's just very weird because it does seem like there's individual fires popping up all over. And it's okay. So somebody's either starting them. That's not just, a flame blew. I mean, what? I don't know.
You watch, like COVID, we found out it was all a farce.
Uh-huh.
And we should have drank bleach.
Right. We should have definitely drank the bleach.
Yeah, or you should just not worried
No.
about it like normal and went on with your life, and you would have been fine because it didn't happen anyway.
Which is actually
common
what
cold.
I did, to be fair. I didn't actually drink bleach. I just went on with life.
You didn't have to drink bleach. That was
Exactly.
a stupid suggestion.
Just went on normal life and lived and did what I had to do and
Didn't die.
no.
No, because you were never on a ventilator that they were running out of.
Exactly.
It was basically legal mass suicide, genocide.
Yeah, there were a lot of rumors about even that, about how they thought they would take out a portion of the controlled population something.
After that happened, here at least in our state, all of our electrical bills went up like tenfold. Prices
Yeah.
of food went up like
Uh-huh.
tenfold.
Yeah.
They tried to jack up the prices on gas because of the pipeline situation, and now we have all these other problems where people are just shitting their pants.
What?
Well, the food, and then even with the ports, I've never heard of this many issues with the port system.
You mean like
Ever
ports?
since that barge hit the bridge,
Oh, okay.
the people have been on strike, or they're arguing, or they're fighting, and they can't settle this. Look, it's an easy settlement. Talk about it,
Right.
figure it out, and agree on something.
They're still fighting about that? I didn't even know that.
They when it was shut down for the 3 days, they put it off till January.
Oh, so now it's coming up.
I think it already passed,
Okay.
and I don't think they did anything about it. So they're still fighting, and there's going to be problems.
Oh, great. I didn't know that.
But ever since that, everybody I talked to is shitting their brains out.
Okay.
Shitting their brains out. And if any of you out there are listening to this and you had the shits for no reason and you couldn't figure out why, call in.
Call it.
860-863-4695.
Let's talk about your bathroom habits.
I've been shitting my brains out, but I have other issues.
Yeah, I
I'm just
I
full.
don't know.
I'm just full of shit.
Very true.
Yeah, nailed
Very
it.
true.
Nailed that one. This is crazy. Are we dragging here?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I figured like we were almost done, and we still got 10 minutes left.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't know.
Usually-
There's a lot of stuff about the food I've read before. That they said even like so, and I'm guilty of this. So I grew up having cereal, right? So you take whatever cereal. Oh, I used to eat that. Whatever, I'm fine. If you look at what was in the cereal when we were kids versus the same cereal versus what's in it now, it's very, very different.
I buy Mexican Coke.
You do. I don't know that that's a solution.
I buy the Mexican Coca-Cola.
But
the
they
Mexican version of
definitely say
Coca-Cola.
like the food in the U.S. has a lot more stuff in it than it ever did.
It's not even food.
No,
It's not.
it's awful.
Yep. At BJ's, sorry. BJ's has the Mexican style Coca-Cola.
Right, the bottles.
Yeah, they're expensive, and they're in the
Yes.
bottles, which makes it even better. But
Right.
I buy those. I won't drink soda anyway. I don't like it. I think it's a terrible product. I think it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't drink
And
a lot
I
of
worked
soda.
for Coca-Cola for years. But the Mexican stuff is cane sugar
Okay.
and very almost zero preservatives and all that. What's that stuff? The
I have no idea.
the fake sugar, and
The aspartame and stuff? Well, there
That's
wouldn't be
a-
any of that. That's like diet stuff, has that stuff in it.
I know that, but there's other stuff. High fructose corn syrup is the one I was
yeah.
looking for,
Okay.
and that's not in there.
Okay.
It's cola, it's sugar, and it's seltzer water. That's basically it.
Okay.
How do they get away with doing that in Mexico, but not here?
Well, is it labeled Mexican Coca-Cola?
Yes,
It really is?
Mhm.
But they sell it here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an answer
it's
for
not
that.
it's not illegal to sell it.
No, I know. I don't know why. I have no idea. I don't know enough about that. I don't get why there's so much stuff added to food, but they do say that that's
Because they want to keep it on the
not
shelves.
great for anybody.
The longer they can keep it on the shelf, the more they can sell.
True.
The bigger the stores, the more people that go in there, blah, blah, blah. It's that down the ladder.
Right.
And so if they can put a bottle of Coke on there, that's the stuff that we bought,
Yeah.
that I bought, that won't last all that long.
How long is that good for?
I don't know, but it'll go flat
even
in the
know.
bottle.
Oh, really?
The other stuff, yeah, it's to keep it fresh.
Okay.
All the stuff they put in there is to keep it fresh so they can put it out there longer.
Okay.
And otherwise they'd have to produce more at a more rapid rate
Right.
because it'll go flat, which I don't understand. Wouldn't you want to? But then you need more workers, more trucks, more everything to get these out all over the place all the time.
Right. It just
So-
costs more.
Yep. So they do this. And everything in this country is about two things: money, lobbyists.
Money and lobbyists.
Well, that's what they do. They go in
Okay.
there, they lobby for more money.
Right.
But
Just looking for money.
every business is looking to cut their bottom line or to grow the bottom line,
Right.
cut whatever they can.
And cut the cost so they
Cut the
make them
cost.
more money. Right. Which is what business is.
And so
really.
you send a lobbyist in there and say, hey, here's why we need to do this. And here's some fake sugar that the FDA has approved already and it's perfect. And
It's all
it'll only
approved.
give 4 children cancer a year.
Ugh, awful.
Oh, only 4? Cool. That'll help us slow down the population without being noticed.
Well, and that helps what industry?
There we go.
The medical
The
industry.
medical industry, which sends everybody in there. Oh, if they have this style of disease, they
Right.
need this, and here's why.
Right.
And here are these mild side effects. Next thing you know, they're pushed through. And the last one, insurance.
What about insurance?
How to be able to cut rates? Cut payments.
Okay.
The insurance companies, though, have it tough. I got to admit. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I know a bunch of different type of businesses
Okay.
that go into places and do something
Uh-huh.
to claim insurance,
Yes.
and it works.
Yeah.
It works, and they make a ton of money.
Yeah.
By doing it. And they're not scamming.
I know what you're saying.
The insurance companies.
Yes and no, but I know what you're saying.
I guess they are scamming in a way, but
In a way.
they make a ton of money doing it,
Uh-huh.
and then that affects me
The rates.
and you.
Exactly.
Because they have to
that's
jack the
what
rates
people
up.
Pay.
So the lobbyists go in for the insurance companies, and they lobby how we don't have to cover this type of insurance if this happens
Mm-hmm.
because it's an act of God or whatever.
Right.
So if a tree falls through your house, they don't have to cover it because that was an act of God. That's not like your
Right.
house burned down.
Cool. And I've been paying for what? For nothing.
And that's what they're doing in California. They're canceling all those insurance policies
Yeah.
because the fire's going to burn them down, and it's an act of God.
An act of God. Weeks before. Months.
The
I don't
only
know
place
when it was.
The only place I know on Earth that this happens is California. I think it might happen in rainforest countries.
There were those fires in Hawaii too. That was weird too, though. There was something weird about the Hawaii fires too.
I don't know.
They appear to be set. I'm not. I shouldn't say that. I don't know enough about them, but
I would
it
put
was
my life on it.
set
that
in
they're
Hawaii. The same thing. That the way that the thing burned, it burnt around certain people's homes. It was really weird. And now this, when you start to think about California, it is every year, but it's always a different section. And if it's going to come every year and you know it, how are you not prepared?
You can't be prepared for somebody lighting your house on fire.
Well, I'm not saying them.
I think it's
I'm saying
Frito-Lay
the
that's doing
state
it.
of California.
It's Frito-Lay that's doing it.
It's Frito.
Anyway, that being said, we are at the end, and I got to have enough time to not go over.
Oh, okay.
So,
cool.
with that being said, hey, this was just a fun one to do.
I know.
Make people think, right?
Okay. Yes.
All right, then. Case, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting.
No
We're going to do another episode soon anyway,
Mhm.
and get ready for the second push on season 3.
Alrighty.
All right, guys, enjoy. And as always, be good. Hey, everybody. It's Ditto. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Larry over at Legendary Graphics. He designed our logo for us. Came out fantastic. He does wraps. He does all kinds of customized stuff for you. If you get a chance, go to legendary.com. That's legendary.com. Check it out for anything you need. All right, guys. Thanks. Be good.
Sockeytome.
Hey, everybody. It's Ditto. Thanks for checking out the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to us. We can hook up, interact. You can tell us what you like about the show. Talk about what you don't like about the show. Give us information and insight. We'd appreciate it. We only want to make the show better for you guys. Also, if you get a chance, head over to summitassembly.net. That's our sponsor, and he could really use some business. All right? As always, everybody, be good.
Sockeytome.